In those bags, those
bag.
Prada, Bottega.
You people are renting that to pepper your enemies online. Why?
Okay. It's because there's already, I told you that this
children of
social
God,
media, they've created a caution.
you don't need
it's
that
web
type
of lies.
lifestyle.
Web of
it's
lies.
Not necessary.
Who she is right now, you do not have those things in place. Then you put so much pressure on yourself to look exactly and be exactly like this person and be in the same race with this person. But you can never be that person. We already put ourselves, I should be here. You know, it's one thing to set timelines for yourself that, okay, I want to achieve this within this frame of time. It's another thing to not believe that, okay, because you don't achieve this thing in this frame of time, you're not doing enough. You're not doing well, you're not doing enough.
But I have seen these days that that's not what people want. As a matter of fact, this generation will tell you that school has come. Who told you
it's a big
that
fat
school
lie.
has come? You
a
know where
big fat lie. Do you understand? But like these things,
PhD is not hard, guys. Don't listen to her.
She's a scam in that department.
If
you see these people behind closed doors, you will know that this thing is hard.
Don't listen to her
because they are part of the race. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of DTTT, Deep Talks, Thinkable Thoughts, and I am Aduni, and with me is
Valerie.
And today we'll be talking about there is a race, who started it? There's a race, who started it?
I don't know.
There is a race. You guys know this race we're talking about. There's actually a race because all of us, we are still inside it like this. And we are running it.
Explain to us the race that we're talking about.
I should explain it.
Explain it.
You already know now.
I don't know.
Valerie, why are you doing PhD?
Aduni.
You are part of the people that started this race. Because normally we say we will read this school thing, we read it, you carry your own, you leave BSc, you go master, you have not entered your PhD. Please, why are you running?
Why am I running?
Why are you running?
I'm not really running. I think I'm in track. I think I am on track, not in track. Sorry, scratch that before you come for me. I'm on track. I'm not running anywhere. I'm how old and I'm doing PhD. Everything I have done it at a very good pace. Now this race we're talking about is you running, either you're running faster than your shadow, or you're running based on another person's race, or you're letting other people define how you run, right?
Or where you're supposed to
be at a particular time. Now, for instance, we have timelines. Everybody have a timeline, right?
I believe so.
Let's say, since everybody came to this world with a timeline, you're using another person's timeline to justify how fast, how slow you should run. So this is the race we're talking about. So we're just talking about race generally in terms of journey of our lives, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what that race is in this day and age that we're in. Because there's a lot in the atmosphere. And I keep calling these things viruses because there's a race. And you know when there's a race, there's always like a winner. But as Valerie said, like before we came on set, nobody's actually winning the race.
Yeah, nobody's winning.
There's a race, and the race is supposed to be fun. There's healthy competition, but right now it's not like it's even healthy anymore. There's a level that it has gotten to everybody, or don't let me say everybody. There's a need. There's a need in the atmosphere for most people to be doing things even when they're not supposed to do it, and they're pushing themselves to limits that they're not even supposed to be with, and we wonder why
running themselves
there's
overboard.
so much mental health issues like these days. People are running faster than their shadow, just like she stated.
Yeah,
and that's
so let's say in terms of achievements, basically.
Yeah.
Right. So let's equate people's achievements with probably how old they are or what particular points they are in life, for example. Okay. So let's use this as an example. So somebody who is, for instance, 20 years or 21 years. By standards in Nigeria, let's use Nigeria for example, this person should have been, let's say 200 or 300 level. Let's say you go into the university at 18 years standard, right?
Yeah.
And then 1800 level, 19200 level, 2300 level. So let's say you are supposed to be like 300 level and that. But then you're in school, you're thinking that your race is slow, you're not achieving a lot of things, you're seeing your mates doing big things. But you're forgetting that where you are at that particular time is okay.
Well, that is okay. Even if you are 25 and you're less than 200 level. You know, this thing just made me remember like back into secondary school days, where when we're in SS3, SS2, we're already practicing to write jam and everything. It made me remember that this race actually is not even just starting from now. I feel like it's something that is slowly seeped in, because in our, let me put like delusional or whatever mind we were in. I remember as at that time, a lot of us would be like, when I'm 16, because we were 15, 16 in SS3, like most of us, and we would say to ourselves, like, by 16 or by 17, I'll be in 100 level, by 20 or 21, I'll be done, and like, by 22, 23, I'll be done with my master's, and I'll be married. Like, this thing is part of the race. Because it's very funny, considering where I am right now, and there's actually nothing wrong with where I am, because life plays out differently for different it plays out people. Differently, and it's relative, it's dynamic for every single person. But like, thinking about it now, it makes me remember that we have actually started this race even from childhood without not knowing. And I don't know if it's even our parents that put these expectations or even started this race with us, because subconsciously now we've already internalized a lot of things, because we already put ourselves, I should be here. You know, it's one thing to set timelines for yourself that, okay, I want to achieve this within this frame of time. It's another thing to not believe that, okay, because you don't achieve this thing in this frame of time, you're not doing well, you're not doing enough.
You're not there.
And like, you're just so hard on yourself.
So, Aduni, fun fact, I graduated university when I was 20.
Oh my God.
Yes. And when I tell people this, they're like, huh?
How'd you do it?
Well, it was not from me trying to run faster than my shadow, no. Because I finished secondary school when I was like 15, 16. And as at the time I was talking 20, because I'm born earlier on in the year, and then, you know, normally we finish school around November, September.
Yes.
So I had not fully clocked 20 when I was done with school. And for some people, that may be really quick. But what is the motive behind me finishing school at 20? There was no motive. I had finished secondary school, written JAM, I passed, I went to write post-JAM, I passed, I entered university. The timeline was flowing at the time, and I was not in a competition. Or I was not trying to say, oh, I need to finish this at a particular time. But I think that this generation has it differently. Than how I had it. In my time, once you're done with secondary school, you go into the university. When you're done with university, you do your youth service. Then if you want to do your master's, you do your master's. You want to do your PhD, you do your PhD. So that's the type of timeline I followed. But I have seen these days that is not what people want. As a matter of fact, this generation will tell you that school has come. Who told you that school has come? You know where that ideology came from? It came from their age mates not being in school, but overachieving certain things.
In what they
you see somebody who is supposed to be in school already has a car.
Yeah.
Already building a house.
And you know,
then in your head, you're thinking, if this person no go school, do this thing.
And can achieve this. What am I stressing myself for? But school is not even just for like achieving educational whatever. Now you following the process because you build yourself in the process. You get to know certain things at certain level. I think we fail to understand that process is very important in growth, because these people that you're looking at, and we can see that statistically safe, and even realistically we can see that most of them, aside the money that they have, it's not like there's actually sense in the lot of them. What people are aspiring to, like what they're aspiring to, what they're looking up to. This person did not do this person is getting this. You are failing to see that this person doesn't even have half of what it is that you have.
Or some people say that if they go to school, it deters them from the point where, let's say, the person who they are looking up to, for example, didn't go to school and then they made money. You think that if you go to school, the timing you use to make money, you're using it to go to school. So all of a sudden in your mindset, let's not go to school. Let's make this money as quick as we can. Let's not just use school, for example, because some people, school is not for everybody.
Honestly, it isn't.
But when people say school has come, that's why you're getting it wrong. And that's why your race, you are now leaving what you're supposed to do. And
you're deviating.
You don't fall by the wayside.
Another line that you are not supposed to be.
Because there's a process, just like Aduni said. Every single process or every single step matters. It takes you somewhere.
It does. You guys, we have to remember that.
You cannot jump steps, or you cannot come out and say this particular step is not important.
I posted something that these days, a lot of the youngsters, people that are my age, people that are like just young adults are getting, they want to actually fly. They don't want to run. They want to fly before they crawl.
And do you also know that sometimes this race we're talking about is either fueled by jealousy, envy, lack of contentment.
Truly. These are things that we actually have to look at.
Yes.
I also feel like it might come from a place of people feeling like very, very sad and sorry for themselves. Like, you
Pressure.
know, yes, you can call it pressure, but
Pressure.
I don't even think it's pressure. You know, when you put so much into certain things or the things that you do believe in and you're not getting the results that you want.
Expectations.
Yes, then you just
But
feel
these expectations are fueled by the wrong things.
it's from also like the things that we see on the media where we believe that we need to be. Because
That's why I said in the beginning, who told us? Right?
I
Who told you?
Even like say it start
Who
from when we were
told you
small.
that living a certain timeline is the ideal timeline?
I don't think anybody even necessarily do. You know, there are like unspoken rules that we have. I feel like this thing is something that is already seeped down into our subconscious. Aside the fact that social media is something else these days and we can see a lot. I feel like it is not just coming from now, safe. Because imagine, I just give an example. When I was in SS3, I wasn't everywhere on social media.
There was no social media. Was there social media?
There was social media, but I chose not to
Gen
be.
Z gay.
I chose not to be. I chose
media.
not to be on it. But like, we imagine, where did that mindset come from? I also feel like the things that our parents say, or like the places that we see that some of our mates are.
Our parents also try to subtly put us in unhealthy competitions.
Yeah, that's what they do. They are part of that race now.
Yes.
They are part of the race that we're talking
because
about.
they see other people's children achieving some certain
And they
things.
also put that pressure. You should.
And you're putting the
should.
pressure on your child, thinking that your child is not going according to their timeline. For example, you see a child that went to the university. No, WAEC, for example. Let's start with WAEC.
Hey, good.
You see a child that has 7.
WASEC.
How many courses do we do in WAEC? Like,
I think it's 10 or 10.
Okay, let's say 8. You see a child that has 7 A's and 1 B, and automatically you think your child should have 7 A's and 1 B.
But like,
No.
it's not the same head that we have.
It's not the same head.
It's not the same head.
It's not the same head, and this breeds unhealthy competition, even when the child doesn't know it. So the child is passively attaching themselves to a competition.
True.
Or if I go home without bringing a particular type of result, I'm dead.
True, that's another
Not knowing
thing.
that some
I feel
children
like it comes from
actually
the
put
own-
in their efforts. Right?
Yes, but your effort doesn't mean that you can necessarily match up to the person that you are looking up
You
to.
can try.
Because I like Jim Shanty production and I like Jim Shanty production's work, doesn't mean that automatically whatever it is that I produce will be the same.
Yes. Everybody
Because
needs
I
to
love
know
how
that.
intellectual Valerie is and the fact that she's it won't mean that me say if I go do the PhD and doing the way she's doing it. Do you understand? But like these things,
PhD is not hard, guys. Don't listen to her.
she's a scam in that department.
PhD is
If you see these people behind closed doors, you will know that this thing
PhD
is
is easy.
hard.
Don't listen to her.
Because
Okay,
they are part of the race.
No, see, I've explained it before.
Okay.
I see. Everybody. I'm doing a PhD. I'm done.
Yes,
Okay, I'm done with my
explain
PhD,
tire.
right? No, I'm not gonna explain tire. How old am I? What were the steps that took me to this particular position? Did I jump? I did not jump.
You did
I
not.
finished secondary school. I did university. Did masters. I did not look at any other person's timeline.
But honestly, I feel like your
There are
example.
some people who are way younger than I am. I have a friend. She's very young and she's in my class. She was in my class. We wrote our PhD qualifying exam together.
Well, that's beautiful. Another thing is people
Jim
aspire to
Shanti is another example. We're doing our pages together doesn't mean that she used my timeline or I used that timeline.
I feel like
The main aim of this race, who started it, is the fact that we need everybody to understand that your race and another person's race
not be the same
is
thing.
not the same.
It's
thing.
impossible.
You need to calm down.
It's
Right?
impossible.
You need to do things at your own pace. You need to be content, comfortable, and grateful for a particular position. That don't look at any other person's race. So all these people that you are seeing online, all this I'm sorry to use the word Olori Yahoo people, people of questionable.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry to use the word. Yes,
don't-
because we'll call it the way it is.
Yes, we'll call it the way.
Because these are part of the people that people are living,
don't
looking
use
up to.
these people
As an example.
for your timeline. Don't do it. Where you are at this point is okay for you. You can put in the effort. Nobody's saying you should just sit down and say, "Oh, now my timeline be this. Make I not make effort." No, that's not what I'm saying.
Honestly, you have to put
Well,
effort.
you have to put the effort, but know that if the effort you're putting in doesn't seem like it's the same effort another person is putting in, relax.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
And it doesn't mean
I
that
was
you should
telling-
not check in with
I
yourself.
explained to
either.
Aduni before we started shooting, and I told Aduni that what did I say? I said this journey or this race,
True.
everybody could die. There is no finish line and say, "Oh, Aduni won,
We made
Valerie
it.
won."
It's
made
like
it." Nobody cares about that. Last, the finish line to this race or the finish line to this journey is when we eventually die. Now, when you die,
Honestly.
did you live a comfortable life? were you happy with the way you lived, or did you just let people define your timeline all through?
I feel like we're speaking about like educational stuff like previously. Do you understand? I feel like people don't even aspire to these things anymore. You see the things that are on the media, these things on that thing that is
Designer
causing
bags.
race. There is so much of people that believe
houses.
that they should be influencers now because they're already influencers that exist.
This one annoys me.
You don't understand.
What are you the influence?
There's a virus of influencers.
Yeah, everybody
even
wants
people
to influence
that
something.
that shouldn't even be in the position to influence. Because the word influence alone is powerful.
Do you know that before you can be an influencer, yeah, they're like, to me, they're like ethical backends to this.
I don't
thing.
think there are ethical backends on these social platforms.
I think you
that
should not just stand up and say everybody's been an influencer, everybody's making money from this.
Influencer on my
then let us,
IG page and that's it.
let us influence. No, we're doing it the wrong way. This is not how things should be. Now you're influencing at the detriment of people. You're influencing a product.
I feel like it's almost like a game, the race that we're talking about, because a race typically sounds like a game, because people are I'm trying to survive, and people are okay, if this can do this thing, myself I'll do it, and people don't mind doing it at whatever cost. So far they get whatever it is that they need to get in their pockets, be it that they're influencing, be it that it's popularity. There's even a popularity virus. Oh, true.
Cup is a very example.
That's another example. You know, we're aspiring to so many shitty things these days.
Everybody
you
wants
wonder
to get something
where is the
that
head
everybody-
of people.
Yeah. Everybody wants to get something that everybody has. Everybody wants to purchase something.
People
that
have
everybody
collections
has.
now.
Why?
I actually do like
It's
the
not
cup.
necessary. It's not necessary.
But
this life is not like that.
There's a people sleep outside to buy this cup. Nothing comes with the cup, just the cup.
Children
Not
are,
drink
children
inside, not
are
nothing.
saying that if it's not Stanley Cup, they don't want any of that. See, in our time, first of all,
Because they can also see the way the adults are acting
no
about
cup.
the Stanley Cup.
you will go to school with water bottle and you survive. Water bottle that has long rope, that has wet long rope.
That
and you
green
survive.
or orange looking water bottle.
Even at the time, that water bottle was superior.
Yes, it
We'll
was.
put
It was a
picture-
big deal.
No, we'll put a picture of the water bottle we're talking about. It has big cover. Then
If you don't know that water bottle, don't talk to me.
See, you were in the race too. So all of these are like, let's just say at
Oh
every
my
point
God.
at every point of our lives, we find that we're running a particular race that should not be so.
Yes.
That's not how life is supposed to be.
Honestly.
Yeah. So you must be influencer. I must buy my first car at a certain age. If you go on YouTube now, I bought my first car at the age of 17.
It's a lie.
Who said you need to have a car at the age of 17?
It's a
Who said
lie.
you need to
A lot
have
of
a
them
car
are
at the
lying.
age of 18, 19.
It's a lie.
People are buying Lexus. People are buying
Their
Mercedes.
mommy and their daddy money.
You cannot conclude that their mommy and their daddy's money.
It's their mommy and their daddy money, because a lot of people are aspiring and looking up to these things that you see that you are measuring yourself on the standard of, let's say, a $10 or $10 or whatever. But what it is that she had
What
access
if I
to
record
become
every
to become
time
what
of my
it is
life,
that
what did
she is
say?
and
Yeah.
who she is right now. You do not have those things in place. Then you put so much pressure on yourself to look exactly and be exactly like this person and be in the same race with this person. But you can never be that person, because their race and their own timeline is different from yours. It is totally different. You cannot be saying that what's the name? Dangote's child is this, or this person is this. Or don't even let me use any billionaire's children. Just people, you don't know the things that they have access to.
Circumstances surrounding you is different from that surrounding that person.
Exactly.
It's like that person's soil is different from your own. So that person's
fail
growth
to see
is
these
different
things.
from
You
your
just
growth.
put so much pressure on yourself.
I think it all boils down to contentment. Let us all be content. Let us know that
I think we need to define contentment. It's the
contentment
ability
is the ability to be grateful and comfortable and
okay
satisfied
with what you have, where you are at.
And I think the major issue we have in this generation is nobody's content.
Because there is
And even when people
a web
appear,
filled with things that
even when people appear to be content, they are not deep down.
you know why, Valerie? It's like there's an unending production of so many resources and so many things. People just believe that so far that there's a next one, we can be it.
Okay.
Yesterday I saw something that somebody posted. It's this I forgot what they call it, these goggles that they wear for virtual reality. I take pictures and I edit pictures, and you need a screen technically. Yeah. So this person's like, this is going to be the next level for editing, and is editing with just the goggles. It doesn't have mouse, it doesn't have a retouching pad, it doesn't have anything. And to a lot of people say that no, like everybody's just chasing the next.
Yes,
What we are using, there's no problem with it though. That's the problem. Normally inventions are supposed to be made to relieve a stress or something.
But you self, if there's a new invention that will make your life easier, you know go chase them.
No, not taking away what I have that I know that is working for me just for the sake of what I want right now. No, if what I want right now is working for me, Valerian, I will not change it. Okay, now this iPhone now, everybody's buying. It's not the same shape. It's not the same camera.
You people should bring her.
The same Samsung too. Samsung too. Let me call her out. Samsung too. You're buying the same structure. The same. Nothing is even improved. You just that the camera quality. That the camera quality.
Let me tell you, people. When 14 came out,
you cannot see.
When 14 came out, the what's her name? I don't wanted to buy 14.
No.
That was all she talked about.
No.
Somebody behind the camera, Muna passed me Aduni for me.
No, you guys can't see my phone because my phone is with me, guys.
You know for the light.
It is with me.
Give me.
No.
Give me. You
no, my phone is with me.
I will not let her lie.
Oh God.
I know. Give me.
This is not my phone.
It's a lie. Whose picture is this?
It's not my phone. This is a lie. Nobody should believe
Whose picture is this?
Nobody.
Which phone be this?
Nobody should believe this. Please.
So
let's focus on the details, guys.
If it's working for me, there is no need to lie. Because this girl, when 14 was coming out,
but I don't have 15 and I don't have 16, and that's something that we have to,
take.
That's something that we have to
let
think
me
about.
tell you, every single person I have seen has this this thing in them that makes them want more. But does that mean that you wanting more is you
needing more? You don't. So at times you don't need more.
Yeah.
The thing with
so
process.
let's have the line that says that, or let's have the mindset that tells us that what we need and what we want are two different things.
I really feel.
Do you know that I
people
used to
have
say
awareness.
that? You guys, I used to say that. Immediately after PhD, if I read book again,
You've already created a culture. You cannot stop reading.
People. Recently, I was telling myself that I must do postdoc.
Hey, you see? I tell you, say this girl the wrong way.
I'm like, I now asked myself, and I said, wait, Valerie, you wanted to do PhD. You have done the PhD. So what's your problem?
But you want to be an educator now. It totally makes sense.
Yeah, I know. Okay, yes. That the rationale behind doing that is me being selfless to know that I want to teach people.
And that's beautiful.
That has always been my dream. But my point here is that we would always want more.
And there's nothing wrong with more. But
the rationale behind your more.
It should not be today. I want to do PhD. So after I finish this PhD today, the next day I should do another. You don't understand. People forget that there is time.
And I'm not following anybody's timeline.
Exactly.
And I'm not looking up to somebody and saying, "Oh, this person has."
That's you, because you already have a mind of your own. For a lot of young adults that are coming up, people do not have a mind of their own. And another thing is because they lack awareness.
And that's why we're here, guys.
We lack awareness. A lot of people lack awareness.
We are just here to tell you that it is okay to want more, but please want more in a reasonable way.
Honestly, and in a way that matches where that you are. Don't be here now and you are using Techno, Phantom, whatever that you are using, and just say you want to jump to iPhone 16.
And don't go and do rituals because you
and don't chase yourself to reach the choking gate. People actually borrow money. You know that you cannot do makeup yourself. You borrow money to do makeup to go to an event that you're not going to be paid for.
So
that you look a particular way and
people are renting designer. What do they call them? You know when you buy something and then they pack it for you
in those bags, Prada, Bottega.
You people are renting that to pepper your enemies online. Why?
Okay. It's because there's already. I told you that this children of God. They've created a culture.
You don't need that
web of lies. Web of
it's
lies.
Not necessary. Or somebody is spraying money on in an event that you attended, and all of a sudden you want to make that money. You don't even know how. People have questionable sources of income.
Aside even questionable sources of income, people can pretend to be what they're not in front of a lot of people. We've had customers, when we take pictures and all, that they'll spend a particular amount of money to make video and so that people will see that I am wealthy and I am well to do it, and you can aspire to me. But when it's time to make payments, you see them. You are doing.
She did not gum them.
You don't want to drop the Toro Kobo that I am earning. A lot of people, they pretend.
That's doing things for
because you rate them, because whatever snap or streak that they will send to you, you can see that yes, this person is well to do it. And I feel like we've already been. I don't know whether it's brainwashed. A lot of people are brainwashed actually. That we believe that when somebody looks good, there's something there. there's already a mentality behind it, you know. If you see me
And
now
some people can
and I'm
look
in
good
this,
for
I'm in
less.
this, or I'm wearing a particular wristwatch, and you just assume this person is okay, and that's somebody that is well to do with.
Yeah.
And that is
That's
not how
not
it
true.
works in
That's
real
not how
life.
it is.
But the real life that we are in now, for you to be, you know, respected, you know, you have to look a certain type of way.
You have to have money.
And people feel the need to do so many outrageous
need
things.
to do this nonsense.
Can you imagine? You say they are borrowing back that somebody.
They are borrowing.
To
They
take
are paying.
picture?
They pay like 350k naira or 400k naira
Oh my God.
to take pictures and post. For who? Who
But
you want to impress?
why can't they be creative? Why can't
Oh,
they go and
wait.
print that bag?
Children of God, who you want to impress that you go to that length? That's that miserable length.
If you want to go to that, why do you want to spend that amount? Why can't you go and print it? But you want to live the fake life. They
They
rent
cannot
it.
print the bad now.
cannot
People
print
they
it.
know the one will be fake and what will be.
When I say I really dare out of waiting with the name, I'm not really there in this thing.
We are not making money. We're not in the league of people that have money. That's all.
Oh
We're
my
not haters,
God.
but we're just telling you guys the main facts, okay?
Please.
So our advice is that please put in your efforts, but be content with whatever effort
Please
you put
be
in.
wherever it is that you are.
If you're not making it as much as the other person is making it, but at least you're making something, it's okay.
And that's fine. It doesn't have to be that where Valerie is at is where Aduni should be. Or Valerie is having this amount of money. Me and Valerie don't get the same
Aduni,
edge.
first of all, Aduni is a nurse. I can never be a nurse in this life.
Jesus Christ. Your
Right?
mother will hear about this.
But I have gone to school. I did communication and media studies, and
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Aduni cannot do communication and media studies.
I'm not even interested.
I cannot be a nurse. Okay. So you need to understand that everything somebody has should not determine what you should have.
Honestly, and you don't even know whatever it is, what source and what process they had to follow to get to where they are at, and the things that they have at their own disposal.
Don't beat yourself up. Don't run any race that you know that at the end of the
We
race,
need to
na die
take
or
a
not
breather,
die.
guys. We need to
Breathe.
just pause. Say now
Calm
this thing, if
down,
like say now
relax.
journey, for journey, person not they run. Because if you run, you go just tire. You know what's up? You know if you walk again.
You just
You
faint by
understand?
the wayside.
Honestly, so journey, life is a journey,
Life
and
is
it's
a
not
journey,
something
man.
that we have to be. You have to go through the process.
Love every step of the way.
Even if you don't love it, you don't even have to love it. You just have to be able to understand it.
Please
and
try
be
and
okay
love
with
it. Try and understand. Please try and love it. Because if you don't love every step of it, you will do things that you're not supposed to do.
True, Sha.
Love whatever position. See, there are times we also think, I'll say, oh, I've not gotten to where we're supposed to get to. But I am thankful for where I am. That's okay. When you do that, another person, life not going to enter your eye. That's just it. Yes, be worried that you've not achieved some certain things. It's okay to be worried. It's okay to be worried. But be thankful. Be content.
And be content with
Be
where you
content,
are at.
yeah.
And there is nothing wrong. A lot of people on the internet, as we know, is faking.
Nah, lie
And
with
I
the
think
lie.
we should start to create an environment where people are not faking anymore. Where we are showing that this is the way things are. Do you understand? So that people will feel comfortable too. That everybody not gonna be borrowing bag, and be borrowing money to do makeup, to go to place that they will not even.
At a point, if it be like say me too, I will start to dey borrow back now because I'm not living. Have you seen my
You go
Instagram?
to
Very dry.
cast. You go to cast.
I no go cast. Now you won't cast me.
Bless me.
Okay, guys.
Guys.
I think we've talked plenty, and I'm sure you guys understand where we're coming from. Not to bash anybody, please. Disclaimer. We're just like
We just want to create an awareness
Our
on
program
this.
is once we think it,
We talk
we
about
talk
it.
about it. So it's not like we're bashing anybody.
No,
That's
it's just like let's wake up and see that this is the
Yeah.
way this thing is.
wake up, smell the fresh air.
Thank you so much for staying with us on this episode. This brings us to the end of this our topic for today's episode, and I'd like to thank our sponsor, Let's Laundry Magosa, and also this show is brought to you by Jim Shanti Production. You can access our videos on the platforms I'll be showed in the links in the screen, on Jim Shanti Productions platform. Thank you, and we'll see you
Thank
in
you
the
so
next
much for listening to us.
episode.
Bye.
Bitch, you better cut that shit.
Over tired of smiling, you mad.
Cut that shit, bitch.